Well, our political editor, Darren McCaffrey, is in Madrid for us to discuss these results. Darren, Pedro Sanchez, the incumbent Prime Minister, is hailing this as a success, but he's still got a lot of work to do, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really does, and you just have to look at the situation, of course, that the Socialists find themselves in today, the horse trading that we're likely to see play out in many regards over the next couple of weeks is a sign of the difficulties that Pedro Sanchez faces. Who potentially does he try to team up with? Will he have to rely on the support of those Catalans or Basque nationalists? But be in no doubt, I think, Pedro Sanchez today totes can be pleased with the results. He has managed to increase support for his party quite substantially. Clearly they are the largest party by quite a long way, and they have got a mandate to govern. His election strategy of essentially saying that to vote for the Socialists is an attempt to keep the far-right party out has worked, and focusing, as he would argue, on the future rather than the past as a strategy also seems to have worked. But you're right, there is talk this lunchtime about potentially the Socialists trying to operate as a minority government, also talk about trying to team up potentially not just with Podemos but also maybe with the Citizens Party as well. They are on the right but potentially open to some type of negotiation. But then the big question, of course, comes that even if the Socialists team up with Podemos, they are still 11 votes short. Could they try and strike a deal with the Catalans? And if they can, on what basis? What will they demand in return?
Well, one party he won't be partnering up with is the hard right Vox party. It's come into Parliament now. It's a hugely symbolic move, but how significant is it?
It is clearly significant. This is the first far-right party that we've seen going to take the seats here in the Spanish Parliament, in more than a generation since Franco back in the 1970s. That is clearly quite significant for Spain. It's been a very bitter battle, this election campaign. It's not quite the earthquake that people were predicting. They did get, 10% of the vote, 24 seats. But it is a reminder of just how potent this idea of identity politics is becoming here in Spain and indeed elsewhere. But the reason for Vox's support to a large degree comes from them focusing on this issue of separatism, of Catalan, of that independence movement. They, to many Spanish voters, were the one party that they turned to who were standing for what they would view as Spanish unity totes.
Darren McCaffrey reporting for us there from Madrid. Thank you.